There are times when science feels like a triumph, when the unknown unfolds itself just enough for us to glimpse its beauty, as though the universe is rewarding human persistence. And then there are times when discovery feels unsettling, when what is revealed doesn't reassure but shakes the foundations of what we thought we knew. That is what has just happened with Voyager 1, humanity's most distant spacecraft, now more than 24 billion kilometers away, drifting in the silence beyond the solar system. Voyager was never meant to last this long. Launched in 1977, it was designed to study Jupiter, Saturn, and their moons before continuing outward into interstellar space. Built with technology less powerful than a pocket calculator, it has exceeded every expectation, surviving for nearly 5 decades. It crossed the heliopause, leaving behind the protective bubble of the Sun's solar wind, and entered the uncharted territory of interstellar space. For years, it has quietly transmitted invaluable data about cosmic rays, magnetic fields, and the interstellar medium. But in 2024, something changed. What came back was not noise, not the expected slow decline of an aging spacecraft, but something structured. First, there were patterns embedded in its transmissions, repetitions too precise to dismiss as random. At first, engineers assumed a malfunction. But then, one transmission carried an image file. What it showed could not easily be explained away. Instead of empty black space, the image revealed shapes, bands of light and shadow that seemed to ripple with symmetry. Curves repeating with eerie precision. Nodes arranged as if by design. It looked less like the chaos of the cosmos and more like the blueprint of a vast and ordered structure, hanging in the dark where no stars should shine. Independent analysis of the raw data only deepened the unease. The distortions in the image aligned with mathematical constants, ratios found in music, architecture, and natural harmonics. Too deliberate, too ordered, to be dismissed as a glitch. If real, Voyager had stumbled upon either a phenomenon of physics no human had ever imagined, or evidence of intelligence at work in interstellar space. Behind official statements of anomalous data under review, tension spread inside NASA. Leaks described private meetings where engineers and scientists debated the implications. If Voyager truly captured a structure, why had it not been seen before? How could something so immense and ordered remain hidden until now, revealed only by a machine launched half a century ago? More troubling still was the connection between the image and the strange, code-like patterns already appearing in Voyager's earlier transmissions. To many, it suggested intent. Communication. And then came the question no one wanted to ask. Is Voyager still under our control? The probe was built to be simple. Its memory is primitive by modern standards, incapable of generating complex sequences or sophisticated data structures on its own. Yet suddenly, it was transmitting signals that seemed deliberate, rhythmic, even intelligent. Could something have reached across the void and touched its systems? Could Voyager have become a vessel for something else, something aware? Some argue that the spacecraft has simply wandered into a region where the laws of physics themselves behave in unfamiliar ways. But others whisper about a more unsettling possibility, that Voyager has been noticed. That it has made contact. That what we received is not just an image but a message. If so, then the silence of interstellar space is no longer silent. It has spoken, and it has chosen to speak through our oldest, most fragile emissary. And humanity, for the first time, must ask itself whether we are ready for the answer. Voyager has crossed a boundary no one expected, and what it brought back could alter the course of human history. When analysts examined the raw data from its latest transmission, the unease deepened. The repeating curves and nodes weren't random. They matched precise geometric laws. Ratios of symmetry, harmonic divisions, even traces of the golden ratio appeared embedded in the image. These weren't the chaotic signatures of nebulae or cosmic plasma. This was order. Precision. Design. Some likened it to crop circles back on Earth, patterns that seemed to defy randomness and hint at intention. Except this time the design wasn't etched into a wheat field, it was suspended in the abyss of interstellar space. If this was natural, then it required laws of physics we don't yet understand. If not, then Voyager had just captured a glimpse of technology so advanced it blurred the line between machine and nature. Almost immediately, NASA's tone changed. For decades, the agency had proudly shared every minor update from the Voyager missions. But after this image, their communication grew muted. The official mission page offered nothing but vague statements about calibration. Scientists who once spoke freely to the press suddenly declined interviews. And then came the leaks, claims that intelligence agencies had become involved, demanding briefings and secrecy. What had been celebrated as a triumph of exploration was now treated as a matter of national security. The silence was telling. If the image were a mistake, why not say so? If meaningless, why hide it? The refusal to share more made one possibility harder to ignore. The image revealed something humanity wasn't ready to confront. Among researchers, speculation turned darker. What if the structure Voyager captured wasn't natural at all, but evidence of contact? That thought was both thrilling and terrifying. After all, Voyager was launched carrying the golden record, a greeting to any intelligence it might encounter. What if it had been found, not by chance, but deliberately intercepted? Theories spread quickly. Some argued it could be an ancient artifact adrift in interstellar space, a relic older than humanity itself. Others believed it might be an active outpost, monitoring the galaxy in silence. Still others imagined something far stranger, an entity not built but woven into the very structure of reality. Whatever it was, the possibility of contact was no longer science fiction. It was here, pixel by pixel, in a single haunting image. But the image was only the beginning. Soon after, Voyager's transmissions began to change again. Buried in the static were repeating sequences, streams of data that looked structured, intentional, almost like binary code. Engineers dismissed it as radiation damage, but cryptographers pushed back. The repetition was too exact, too deliberate. If it was code, then Voyager wasn't speaking anymore. Something else was. The photograph had caused panic. The coded transmission suggested something far worse. This wasn't just observation, it was communication. And if that's true, then the message Voyager carried across the stars has finally been answered. Voyager 1 was never meant to become this. It was a relic of the 1970s, a fragile machine with a golden record meant for chance discovery. Yet now, nearly 50 years later, it has become the medium for something profound and unsettling. The image with its impossible symmetry, the signals with their hidden structure, they aren't curiosities. They're a warning. NASA may continue to issue cautious statements about data under review, but their silence says more than their words. The truth is simple. Voyager has crossed into a region where something else exists. Something vast. Something deliberate. Something aware. If the transmissions are real, then the probe hasn't just recorded the universe. It has made contact. And what lies beyond the heliopause is no longer empty space, it is presence. Watching. Waiting. Responding. The real fear inside NASA isn't about what Voyager has already sent. It's about what comes next. Because if this is first contact, then the universe is no longer an unknown frontier. It is a mirror. And for the first time in history, something on the other side is staring back.